Thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace. Once in a while, I like to do a cleanup uh, of things that I found in the, recent. And this is in the last couple weeks. You guys might remember this piece, which is just incredible. Uh, I take it out just to check it out. I mean, these things haven't been seen in thousands of years. They're worth a couple looks or more. But today, I went out to the area where Ravana is, and I was able to get these. Now, some of these are on video, but they're a little bit dirty. Now, I found this out there today, too, uh, at Ravana, and this is the cleanup. Look at this piece right here. We'll look at some of the others today, too, but I just wanted to give you a real close-up of this material. It's just a sweet LaCroix. I believe. That's just what comes to mind, but that piece is... and both sides are just about just as nice. Look at that piece. Just a nice piece. Interesting thing about that, just as I flow along here, on both the top and bottom of this nickel are what Ravana has given me in the last couple times. I've only been out there twice, and it started to rain freezing cold today after I left, so I'm glad I left when I did. It's gotten bad, but I don't have any problem with the rain. This is the other one I found the other day, cleaned up from Ravana. Nice looking points all together. And this point, as I just do a cleanup today and here take a little extra time, is a sweet point made out of rhyolite. So it's this LaCroix here, backing it up. And this piece here, that were the prizes going out through that area and finding an area for the first time. So those to me just tell me clearly that there's a lot of potential there. And today, of course, I just found some pieces here, which are great artifacts. I mean, little pieces like this that are bases. The funny thing about this is old break, very old, pottery, what have you, and then you find pieces like this, brand new break. Look at that. Would have been just a great piece. Still is a nice artifact, Pieces of quartz and what have you, but look at this thing. Eastern North Carolina. Big old Guilford. I found this a little bit just down the street from Ravana. Another site that I found just a few pieces in, not a boatload. But that's a nice piece right there. And I don't know if the focus is going to work. It's a new break. It's a new break, unfortunately. But I have stopped caring. You're going to get sweet smoking points. You're going to get great artifacts, completely full if that's what you really need them to be. And you're going to get just clearly historical artifacts like these. Like this piece here and this piece. I mean, just clearly great stuff. Right? And the pottery teaches me a little bit something about Ravana, age-wise, along with some of the others here, which are either early archaic or archaic. So we have both pieces that predate pottery age and bring the occupation pretty thick, so there's a lot of potential out there. Let's look at some of these other pieces that came in this week, starting with this piece over from Site 7. Just a good close-up and a cleanup of some rhyolite and the work done, where I can give you, because the finds have been, they might look great here. There's a whole bunch of them, and I'm really thankful. But it's fairly limited here in the spring before things get kicked off. A little bit of a bifurcated base. What a great piece made out of a flake, sort of. That's why they didn't have to work it down the side. But then there was this Guilford that came in over at, I think it was Sand Passage. And I was really thankful about that. Those do not come in that often here around here. Yeah, lots of Guilfords, but not much quartz. I stopped by when my son was catching bass to pull this nice sugar quartz from Riverdale. just checking the outside area. That exact same day, right across and right in the same area, I was fortunate enough to come across this. That's on video. Many of you remember that find, and I just wanted to give you a clean, quiet close-up of some of these artifacts just for the appreciation of them. They haven't seen the light of day in thousands of years. It's worth showing them off, you know. North American Indian, these were resilient people. And of course their artifacts must have been resilient to be lasting 4, 5, 6,000 years till we were able to get them up out of the ground. Certainly they've only been agitated 100, maybe at the very onset 150 years of industrial strength farming. But thankful for that. Those both came from Riverdale. And then, of course, there was this, which was something I found out there in Site 7 in Coyote Pass this past calendar 2 weeks. Was just a great little point. And some things I like about points like this is the little bit of relief on the backside of this is so smooth, which is just a great tip. This was found same place over there, Site 7, Stillwater. It's made out of sugar quartz. Pretty much all there. It's really nice just in terms of the way it's crafted. And you just gotta like that. And then what finished it off and puts the whole icing on the cake was this. I think maybe my favorite point of the week. Well, it's hard to say with that one and some of the others, but as I finish things off here, it's this. I mean, this is smooth here. It's ground. And if you could see, there's a bit of relief here. Of course, this piece is translucent as can be. You can see that. It borders crystal, borders vein. There's not too much veins in it, but smooth on the bottom. Just an old piece, and it's big enough to really be something I really like, a little bit thicker. What a great artifact, though. What a great artifact. Anyway, worth checking these things out. You know, and that right there is what we really like to find out there. At least here in eastern North Carolina, right there. I suppose I should say that's a happy 2 weeks. Worked hard for this 2 weeks. Sometimes you work hard for them, sometimes you don't. But you just go out and make the effort, you know. All honor to the North American Indian that were resilient people. And this was just expendable resource to them. They just needed this to get their food and feed their families, what have you. So, thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace, and when you go out there, I hope you find some great stuff. Have a good one.